We kick off this evening with a fishtail. Annual fishing tournaments in Massena, New York are a boon to the local economy. It also makes for an exciting spectator sport. WPBS producer Eric Cleary lures us in with more info.
Every year, the town of Massena plays host to a number of fishing tournaments throughout the season. These tournaments not only bring an exciting spectator sport to the region, but a number of anglers and their families, which provides an economic boon for the town. Don Meisner of Fishing Behind the Lines says these tournaments have a tremendous effect on the area.
This is the Massena intake. It's under construction right now to expand it more than it has been. And this will be sort of our focal point. This is where everything will start. And then the boats will leave here and fish wherever they want out in the St. Lawrence River. For every tournament we hold, no matter whether it's the biggest one or the smallest one, you do have to have a New York State fishing license. And since the St. Lawrence River goes through both countries, it's best to have a Canadian license, because if you get caught fishing in Canada, you certainly want to have a license. These tournaments are, most of them, the biggest ones, are basically already set on a national level. In other words, people here, if they don't qualify, if they haven't qualified by winning certain other tournaments, they won't be part of this. But as we go down the line, we will have tournaments that are designed just for the everyday angler. Each tournament has different regulations, different standards that have to be lived up to. In most cases, the tournaments are either one person, the boater, or in some cases two people, which will be a non-boater. All the tournaments that are held, whether they're the big national tournaments or the local or area tournaments, all are based on weight totals of the fish caught. In most cases, it's the 5 biggest fish that you can catch in a day. You have to keep them alive. They're kept in live wells. They have to be aerated, and they have to be alive when they're weighed in. It normally is the top weight for that day of the 5 fish combined with the top weight for the next day of the 5 fish. And if it's a 3-day tournament, the 3rd day, and that determines the ultimate winner.
For spectators new to the sport, they don't have to worry about fish not making it back to the water. Catch and release is part of the rules and regulations.
You know, a lot of people have expressed concern because they know that the best anglers in the world are coming here to this river to catch our fish in the river. And one of the questions people ask me all the time is, what effect does this have on the fish? What effect does it have on the ecosystem? And you can look at this in a couple ways. These fish are stressed in that they're fighting against the top anglers in the world. But also, every tournament trail employs the greatest means of science and different aspects to try to keep these fish alive. From they have what's called fizzing, where they release the pressure in the fish that have been brought up from deep water. They're aerators and live wells. So I think one of the things the tournament has brought us is an awareness that catch and release is the future of fishing.
This future is made brighter as the economy booms because of the number of anglers and spectators that visit the region.
One of the greatest benefits of having a tournament in the area, and it's actually twofold. There's a short-term benefit and there's a long-term benefit. Short-term, these tournaments bring in hundreds of anglers from other parts of the country. When they get here, they've got to buy gasoline, they've got to have food, they've got to stay someplace. If their families come, their families visit the area and spend money for all the same things. And so it really increases the short-term money flow in an area. Long-term, if the people are treated right here, if they have a great time, they're going to tell their families and hopefully start coming here on vacation and maybe even buying a home someday. People ask me all the time, so what's your role in making these tournaments happen? And all I can tell you is, I love this area. I believe the fishing here is the best that I've ever seen in all over the continent that I've traveled. And so my role is really spreading that message. I'm sort of the ambassador for the towns and for Massena in particular. So when the anglers come here, I greet them and I try to make sure that all the volunteers that make an event like this possible are ready to do the thing that we do best here in the North Country.
It's a message that Meisner hopes resonates with those who show up to watch the action.
You know, I think the reason that these tournaments have come here and are going to be so successful is what we've done before. And I got to tell you, I think that's the biggest part of all of this. If you treat people right, if you make them feel welcome, And of course, they're going to get fantastic fishing because we have the best fishing in the world. But our motive right now is establishing a future, establishing a reputation and a partnership with these national organizations, because as the years go on, it's going to be automatic. They're going to keep coming back to the best fishing destination in the world.
For more information on these tournaments, visit fishmassena.com. I'm Eric Cleary in Massena, New York for WPBS Weekly.